common issue nature and landscape photographers run into is how to continuously keep the curiosity and excitement up when you're shooting in a very familiar area. Today I'm going to share with you 3 tips for cultivating your beginner's mind, or Shoshin.
Hey there, Josh from Shizen Style. I'm not sure if you guys can hear anything out here. We're at Niagara Falls State Park again. I love it out here. The rapids are pretty wild, and as always, the weather cannot be trusted. So it's super foggy. It is snowing, hoping for some beautiful shots today, but we'll kind of just have to play it by ear and see what we can find. But beautiful winter day. Beautiful no matter what the season is, no matter what the day is. I'm always out here looking for some interesting views, something new popping up. Probably mostly going to be on the 100 to 400 today. I'd love to kind of zoom in and find some unique perspectives in a place that's world famous.
When we learn something new or are in a new place, we have this natural sense of excitement, curiosity, and wonder. Photographing a new location comes with a sense of awe, and we can easily enter a flow state. But what about when we're at a local pond or on a hiking trail near our house that we've done countless times before? Not many of us can constantly be traveling to new natural wonders and grand landscapes. But that doesn't mean we can't hold on to that excitement we once had when we were out in nature just exploring. Shoshin, or beginner's mind, is a Zen Buddhist term originally discussed by Dogen Zenji, the founder of the Soto sect of Zen, in his collection called Shobo Genzo. But it was popularized by Shunryu Suzuki in his famous book Zen Mind, Beginner's Mind. In essence, it means that you come from a mindset of openness and lack of preconceptions, and that you look at every situation as if it's the first time you're seeing it. This has to do with the baggage that comes along with being an expert and all of the past experiences that have built up over time. And I have to mention the famous quote from Suzuki: "In the beginner's mind, there are many possibilities, but in the expert's mind, there are few." So the first tip I have is change perspectives by changing lenses. We tend to see the world, for the most part, in a 50mm perspective. So when you change the focal length on your camera, you can begin to literally see the world in a different way. If you're a prime lens user, set out with only one lens. You'll begin to compose and see with that different frame. I like doing this with my 14mm and 85mm. With the 14mm, I know I can get full tree compositions or have to really pay attention to foreground elements more. You can do this with a zoom lens as well. Just aim to lock in a focal distance and don't change it. I've also found that by embracing intimate landscapes, I can always keep the experience fresh and new. Telephoto lenses or macro lenses really make you see the world in a different way. This sometimes has me searching for more creative and abstract shots, focusing on textures or shapes rather than portraying a relatable scene. The second tip I have is slow down with a tripod. Although we're more likely to access flow when we've mastered the technical aspects of our camera because we can go on autopilot. Sometimes when we're on autopilot, we end up going through the motions and just bouncing from scene to scene. To keep that beginner's mind and fresh perspective, we need to slow down, and we can force ourselves to slow down by using a tripod. Tripods are clunky and they physically force you to slow down, but this gives you time to really look at your viewfinder and think about everything that's in the frame. Forests can be a very chaotic place to shoot sometimes, and I found that if I just keep my tripod on the whole time and plop myself down in a random forest, with time I can usually begin to see more interesting compositions. With the tripod, you can also slow your shutter speed down a lot more and make use of long exposure. This takes a lot more time, so make sure you're happy with your composition first, and then take a few more shots with different exposure times so you can really see what textures of clouds or the water is best later on when you're editing. I found that by using the tripod, I tend to act with more intention and live in the present moment more easily throughout the shooting experience. The third tip for cultivating beginner's mind is be childlike. Ask questions, make it play. Keep it fun and climb on the ground. Children often approach situations with wonder and amazement because everything is new to them. They don't have any preconceived notions of the way things should be. Because of this, they question everything. And unfortunately, as we grow, we're often taught not to ask those questions. But you need to take a step back and start questioning all the things we came across in nature, like why a tree fell or is leaning diagonally amongst the straight trees, or why the deep green moss is only growing on one side of the rock or tree. Photography should be fun. That's why we got into it. So make sure you dress for the occasion. Wear clothes that will allow you to get down on the ground and just be dirty. Have fun connecting with the nature surrounding you and also giving you new angles and perspectives that you may have passed by hundreds of times before. beginner's mind in your photography, you need to let the world surprise you again. Try to get the word should out of your system. This is attached to your past experiences and expected outcomes. With an open mind, you allow new potential outcomes to take shape. And this could lead to you producing some of your most successful and satisfying photographs, not to mention all of the meaningful experiences along the way. Shoshin is beginner's mind, and a related concept is zanshin, or calm awareness, and it's another great philosophy or way of life for developing your photography. Check out this video on the benefits of developing a calm awareness, zanshin, and accessing the flow state.